Alright, so we've got an image. Looks like it's going. So, yes, this is a little F-4 mission that I've created because I feel like I need some training with the plane. I haven't flown it in a while, and I haven't been flying much this week altogether because I've been pretty sick. So, hopefully I'm feeling good enough to get this done. Shouldn't be too complicated. I'll take off here from Coletti. I'll go over the water, climb up, get to my IP, try to line up with some targets here, and what we have for my Mavericks is a ZSU-23 over here, BTR 80 there if I can get the ZSU with the first Maverick. I have some destroyed smoking targets there which will help me visually locate the area where they are. I tried it without earlier and it was very difficult to find them. So yeah, I had done like an air start in my first attempt just to see if I could remember how to drop bombs and shoot Mavericks, and it wasn't that easy. So that's why I put those destroyed vehicles there. There's a few other AAA things happening there as well, so hopefully I won't stick around too long in the target area so that I don't get hit by those, and then I can fly back to base and land. So really not too complicated a mission, but could be fun to do and to actually get like a little bit of danger, but at the same time just get a refresher on my systems. And so what I did is I've now positioned my plane on the ground here in a little enclosure that I've made, and if I miss my targets I can always come back to the base, rearm. So that's the gist of it. So let's save and go do this. So it's like a training scenario where we'll destroy a ZSU-23 with a Maverick, and then if we hit it we can destroy the BTR 80, and then we'll use our Mark 82s and dive toss, and we'll try to line up the camouflaged artillery guns. It's the Akatsiya guns. They're mobile artillery guns, but I think they're underneath some camouflage nets. So. And it's a winter mission too, so should be interesting. No air-to-air threats, but there could be other AAA guns in the area. S60s, ZSU-23s, Bofors 40mm, that kind of stuff. We'll take our F4. Guess we have a patrolling Huey. So our IP is at 14,000. Waypoint 2 is the target. Waypoint 3 final. Waypoint 4 land back here at runway 25. So this is my little enclosure here that I created. And this is going to be my F4. Nicely colored F-4F from Germany. So I have the two Mavericks, the B version on the wings, and on my center line I have some Mark 82s freefall bombs and two fuel tanks. I have some air-to-air armament, but I won't need it. It's just there for realism purposes. And I think that's our Huey there that we can see coming in. There we go. That's the patrolling Huey. Probably gonna check the perimeter. And so I think because I did a hot start, I already have the TV weapons selected, but I want to make them direct. I will arm the gun as well. I do like to master arm on the ground even though I shouldn't. And the rest should be good here. Checking a few of the things. I haven't done it in a while. And yeah, I might as well turn this to TV, and I'll hit the trigger to get the cameras on the Maverick here once I'm ready. So yeah, time to taxi.
Alright, let's not mess it up. This time.
Sure. You see, I had forgotten I need to hold the nose wheel steering button on the ground with this bird.
Is this flight gonna be treetop?
Since I'm gonna be going with the Maverick first, I forget like the angle that I need. Put it at 42, I think it's around there. Should have checked that before rolling, but okay. It means I'll have to rely mostly on the Mavericks camera.
Engine's good, airspeed off the peg. 80 knots. 100 knots. Flaps up.
Barn, gears up, flaps up.
Gear up.
Let's get some altitude. We want to get to about 14. Just below these clouds here. So let's head towards the IP. The autopilot, center the rudders,
Alrighty, steering to next turn point is in.
I have him freeze that one.
hold steering at the turn point.
Okay, so let's get these cameras going on that. And we're going just past the river there, so trying to go spot that smoke. Okay, I see the fire there, so try to put my nose in that direction. And then we'll reduce the throttle a little bit. Get our nose down. That looks pretty good. So I need to bring the Maverick about here. Yeah, it's like it doesn't see the ZSU just yet, so we'll keep the camera close to the smoke. I don't have quite enough contrast yet. I see the vehicle right there. Yeah, looks like we got a lock. And we're like 7 miles. That should be good enough for a rifle. There it goes. And we're going to turn around. The autopilot on. Let's see what that missile's doing. Is it going for it? I think it's heading in the right direction. Yeah, that looks good. Boom. And we can see there the camouflaged artillery. That's where they are. That ZSU's dead, so we'll go after the BTR here next. Regain some altitude. Plenty of gas, so let's burn some. See the fire there in the distance. The burners. Target in front. So we'll bring that here. We'll turn on the camera for the Maverick. Try to set up the autopilot like so. Let's see if we can get that to lock the other one there. Come on. There we go. Rifle. Let's go check our missile again. And that looks like a good hit. And one of the trucks is moving away. I guess he's partly damaged. Oh, and some infantry got destroyed there. Alright, okay, so next we're gonna go for these guns. So what I'll need to do is get rid of that, activate the center line, dive toss, bombs. I won't change the interval, but I'll go for all 6 bombs. That's good. So we'll set up our bombing tables. Turn on the autopilot while I do that. So we want dive toss, Mark 82, let's say 450. 3,000. And the target's about 100 feet. Dive angle, make it about 20. So there.
Okay.
And there.
Roger.
So now we'll go back to 0. Which I think it does automatically when it's on dive toss, but there's our base. We'll turn around. Radar visible again, just so that I know that it's in working order. And so we're 20 miles from targets. Now we'll be using our bombs that we have in the center there. I'll move left just a little bit. And then we'll move right to line up on the target. we're fairly well lined up. Autopilot off.
Okay, captured.
Alright, now it's going to be a question of checking our lineup and then dropping at the right angle. Further left, come back further right. Come on, I might be dropping a bit low though. Bombs away. Let's see what that does. Had I armed my bombs? I think I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Alright, well, it forces us to go land rearm.
Copy. Next turn point is in.
Okay, so he did it before I asked him to. That's good. Oh, still have AAA shooting. See the little puffs of smoke behind us. Well, since we're gonna go rearm, I think I'll just load more bombs. Because I don't need the Mavericks anymore. We've taken out the AAA. At least the ones we wanted to take out. Just for fun though. Curious to see. Yeah. We didn't do any damage with those inert bombs. That's part of the training. Remembering what you need to do. And there's the airfield. So we get to practice a landing. A rearming. And a reflying.
I've got steering updated to next turn point.
Thank you.
I'm captured. Copy.
No need to log our own airfield. So we're gonna slow this bird down. Gears down, flaps down.
gear, flaps, pressure, warning lights, and annex skids. $500. $300. Gee, man, I always wanted to be a few inches shorter.
I'll try to make it softer next time, Jester. I haven't flown this in a while. Looks like we've got a few friendly Phantoms parked here, and maybe a C-130. Let's go rearm at the C-130. Ground crew. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace this with bombs. Regular ones. Let me see, is that really what I got here? Yeah, not the Mark 81s. This, the rest stays the same. Got plenty of fuel, no need for more. Let's go with that.
Request rearming. Copy.
Bombs there, bombs there.
Rearming complete.
Alright, we're all good. What I'll do though is I'll switch the quantity to 12, even though I don't have 12. I'll drop all of them. And the other thing I'll do, that I didn't do last time, is I'm going to set this to nose tail. We'll set these as well, so that we drop all our bombs. So now let's go back to the runway and go fly this again. Sun goes our patrolling helicopter. Alright, let's go.
Engine's good. Airspeed's coming alive. 80 knots. There's 100. At least the takeoffs wake me up. Oh, man.
Chester always complaining. Airborne gear up, flaps up. See, remembering where to reset the master caution. It's important. I wonder if I have to reset my bombing table, but I will probably just to be 100% sure. So let's do that. This doesn't change. Okay. So tell
Yes, sir.
I should probably set my waypoints. Chester. Where to? Flight plan.
Okay. Steering Sept in TGT-1.
That's where we're going. TGT-1, target 1. I'll do it a little bit like last time. We'll move to the left and then we'll come in to drop our bombs. Should help with the lineup. I wasn't perfectly lined up last time. Let's try this.
I'm captured. And captured.
It's a lot of bombs. Hopefully they'll hit this time and get some damage done. They dropped. I had my nose tail. Where'd they go? Well, that's bizarre. They're all off the plane, but I didn't see any explosions. Master arm, bombs, dive toss. Quantity is good. Nose tail. Do another reload, I guess. I just don't understand really what happened. Ah, maybe I was in air ground here. Is that just that reason good enough for not having bombs explode? I don't know.
All right, gear, flaps, pressure, warning lights, and anti-skid. $100. Yeah, when we first took off, we were badasses. Now we just have hard asses.
Not trying to make my landings
Well,
pretty
maybe
this time.
if you knew how to land, we could have sold it to a museum.
Just gonna get weapons to go bomb stuff. Alas, bombs didn't blow up. Must be those Canadian bombs we got from the Canadian Hercules. Might change the bombing table too this time. Drop it at a higher angle, like 30 degrees or so.
Alrighty, gear, flaps, pressure, warning lights, anti-skid.
I think we have munitions here, so we'll get some from here. I doubt that'll change anything though. I think we do have like a little tractor there that can put the bombs. Alright. Crew, rearm. Maybe we'll put a little tad of fuel there. And same weapon loadout. Go.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
So the fuel's going up.
Refueling complete.
Got bombs coming on.
Rearming complete.
Alright, thank you. So now let's do the whole thing, make sure that we do it right. Bombs, dive toss, 12, 5. Bombing table. 30 degrees. That seems alright. Maybe a bit faster here. I don't know, 480. So we tell that to Jester.
Yes, sir.
And tell that to Jester.
Welcome.
We are in air to ground this time.
Engine's good, airspeed off the peg. 80 knots. 100 knots. We've got traffic at our 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I was looking at it when I was taking off. It's the Huey. Almost ran myself off the runway.
Can't do that. Can't do that. No can do. Wilco. Primary flight plan steering resumed.
There we go. Gonna head left again. So we got good speed. Off.
And captured. Uncaptured.
Bombs away.
Captured.
Ah, this time we got impacts in the correct area. And they exploded. That's what we want. Alright.
Steering to next turn point is in.
Let's go have a look-see. Yeah. Did some pretty good damage there. Alright. Just for fun, maybe we'll do a gun pass. So what we'll do is we'll put that there. I forget the depression that we put for guns, but let's say 16, whatever. We'll eyeball it. usually have a pretty good memory for those numbers, but it's been so long I flew the F4 that I'm getting confused. Let's test our gun. It's working. It's all a question of guesstimating the range and all. See, now it's too low. Still too low. And we're out of bullets, so we're just gonna head home. Hope not to get hit by AAAs or other nasties. I just saw some tracers go by. Ooh. Let's climb up. There's the airfield. I didn't use my chute the last times when I landed. Maybe I'll try landing with the chute this time. If I have a switch or a button for it. Let's just check for fun. Is it the P key? I think it is. Yeah, okay. That'll do. Autopilot off. We're gonna go down.
pressure, warning lights, anti-skid.
No joke, eh?
$1,000.
Okay, let's try not to break his spine this time.
$500. Looks like we've got traffic at our 1 o'clock. $300. $100. Gee, man, I always wanted to be a few inches shorter. Yeah, when we first took off, we were badasses.
Really make him
Now we
happy.
just have hard asses. Gee, man, I always wanted to be a few inches shorter. Well, thanks, buddy. At least I can get retired on disability now.
Okay, so are you gonna stop eventually, or are you just gonna keep saying shit? Is it Shift P to remove it, or yeah? Gonna go see if I can park in my little walled-in area there at the end. Try to get in and turn around. That's the difficult part. think that should be alright. Yeah. Looks pretty good. I forget that for this one, to put the wheel chucks, we can go here, do this, and say that.
Roger. Wheel chucks in.
Thank you. Get the cockpit open. Can hear the chopper a bit better. I'm gonna do our lazy shutdown.
Already done.
That's where the shoot thing is. I forgot where it was. Now I know. There we go. That looks like a good screenshot. Let's see if we can have fun with the outside views there. Get something maybe even better. Something like that. Like that. Alright, so that was a long flight for not a lot, but we did manage to hit most of our targets. There's one artillery gun left. There's one of the trucks that ran away in the woods. But we killed our ZSU, we killed the BTR. So yeah, that's pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed.